Ger, you're back in with Kieran Kingston this year. Just wondering, how do you get the appetite to stay going yet again?
I suppose, Shane, yeah, you don't get chances like this don't come around too often. I've been involved with Cork for a lot of my life really since I started playing. So probably came out of the blue really. I hadn't expected it. Even though I would know Kieran very well over the years. I would have played with him, and I'd be friendly with his brother Tom, who I was worked with in UCC last year. So just when the opportunity came along, I know how Kieran operates. Just I suppose the call to get involved with Cork again was too much to turn down.
Is it a bit of a drug being involved? Because you're at it since I suppose you became an adult player with Cork. You're at it most of your life between being a selector, UCC, Dublin, the whole lot.
Yeah, I think hurling is a drug really to an extent, not in relation to what Cork then I suppose is the ultimate to being involved with the county team. Last couple of years I've been involved with my own club in the Bars Minors and with UCC at Fitzgibbon Cup level. So the opportunity I suppose to work at the very top level with the top players at intercounty level it's fantastic. It's a great challenge, but it's brings its own pressures to us. I suppose.
That's the thing. There's the pressures, there's the criticisms, there's the rewards, and all that kind of stuff. Do you have to weigh that up before you get involved, or are you just I love this so much that I have to anyway?
I think it will cross your mind, but I suppose my role is slightly different this year from what it was in the last time with Dublin. That all the issues that go with being a manager can be directed at Kieran for a change, and I can just I can sit back and just work on the pitch with the lads, and which is a role that I love really. So it's slightly different, but it's you have to you'll consider it, but at the end of the day, I think the passion and the hurling to be involved with a team like this outweighs everything else.
And how? So what is exactly your role? Are you doing an awful lot of coaching? Is it selecting, or what will you be doing?
Yeah, there's 3 selectors: Kieran, myself, and Dermot Sullivan, and I'm coaching, and along with Kieran's going to have a hand as well. Kieran has coached the team in 2014 as well, so that's the role on the pitch.
Yeah. And do you prefer that, the hands-on stuff, be doing the drills, all that kind of stuff, as opposed to manager, sort of a facilitator and overseer?
Yeah, I much prefer to be involved. Getting involved with the lads, planning the sessions, working with them on the pitch, off the pitch. Doing a bit of work in the ball alley. See where we can help try improve them and try make them better players. And that's always been my passion since I finished hurling, to get to stay on the pitch. The side shows come along when you go managing in relation to all the other issues, so I'm happy to delegate that to Kieran.
When Cork last won the All-Ireland in 2005, you couldn't possibly imagine that going into 2020 that the Rebels wouldn't have lifted the title again.
Yeah, we were involved in 2006. We got to the final. Could have been a 3 in a row, and since then, we've only been involved in one final and a replay in 2013. So it's been a long time. It's been 15 years is a long time, but I suppose every year that that a new year swings around, it comes optimism that we can compete. I suppose we've got to look back on the last couple of years to see where things didn't work out, but we've been thereabouts without really getting to the final and being able to chance to win the competition.
Do you feel that you're far away? And I mean, the obvious answer I would say is no. Look at last year, you beat Limerick, albeit other games didn't go the way you want, but you did beat the reigning All-Ireland champions.
Yeah, and that's the positives you would take from it. That you beat the All-Ireland champions at the time in Limerick, which was a great result as well. But I suppose some of the other results then during the year, that it's that consistency that you need to have to be able to, the way the system has gone, National League and now the Munster Championship being in league format, consistency is the major challenge. That one day up, one day down is not going to be good enough, that you have to hit the bar at a reasonably high level all the time.
And people will question the steel of the team, especially with the late on against Kilkenny. Kilkenny kind of ran away with that game. Do you think that is an issue? Is that something that you could even target fixing?
I suppose, look, the last couple of years, if you were to say the last 15 years, hasn't been good enough in the context of the team haven't won an All-Ireland, and that's the challenge for us. So first half against Kilkenny last year, there was a lot of good stuff played, but whatever happened after half time in the first 10 or 15 minutes, Kilkenny just seemed to up a gear and seemed to they get the blue Cork away. So that's the challenge. We've got to look from last year to see where we can try and improve the team, and that's what we'll be looking for. See if there's other players out there, build on the under-20. The fact that they got the 2 All-Ireland finals in the last number of years, but we've got some challenges. We've got predominantly over the whole squad, we've got a very young team that 20 of our guys will be playing Fitzgibbon Cup in the next couple of weeks and months. So that'll be the first challenge to manage that.
And Patrick Horgan, his level has been unbelievable the last number of years. Even that hat-trick against Kilkenny, 310 I think he scored that day. How's he after getting himself to this level?
Yeah, he's phenomenal. He's been, he's always had fantastic ability, but the last number of years he seems to have just gone up a couple of notches, and to be nominated for Hurler of the Year when your team gets to an All-Ireland final, quarter-final. I think if you look back on the stats of the match, I think he got the ball in his hand 7 or 8 times against Kilkenny and finished up scoring 3-4. So hopefully he'll be able to do the same next year.
And the margins are so unbelievably fine. Like Tipperary didn't get out of Munster in 2018, win the All-Ireland in 2019. Galway win in 2017, get to the final in 18, and then don't get out of Leinster in 2019. So it's a bear pit in there.
It is very tight. It is very, very competitive. And you look at Munster alone. If Limerick and Tip had been a different result last year, Cork would have been out of the championship. So it's fine margins. You know what I mean. So you can't really look or plan. All we're looking at doing is take each game as it comes. It's very competitive, it's very tough, but at the same time it's great to be able to have a situation where, like in the past, one day win or if you lose you were gone. Just the supporters and the public can look forward to some fantastic matches in Munster Championship, and that's probably a bit away yet. We need to focus on the National League and the Munster League coming up over the next couple of weeks.
And just a final question then, are you excited personally by this?
I am, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like, it's a great challenge, you know what I mean? I enjoy working with the players on the pitch. It's 15 years since Cork won an All-Ireland, and as the new season swings around, the new year comes, we'll be looking forward with optimism.
Thanks very much, Ger.
Cheers.